livestock, classic cars and tractors, live music and performances, art, games, and of course, the food. With new additions this year, the fair has something fun for everyone. The 2025 Marquette County Fair, August 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Marquette County Fairgrounds. It's fun for all ages.
The Upper Peninsula's new CBS station, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, cuts to cancer research funding spark outrage. Why advocates say this could be a devastating setback for life-saving treatments. Plus, Attorney General Dana Nessel is challenging the president's efforts to reduce SNAP benefits. And we have the details on what's on the ballot this August in Champion Township. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Kelly, another sunny day with no rain. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you very much, Kevin. Yes, it's another sunny day, and we are expecting some more of that. Really going to have some nice conditions over these next few days. And of course, right now, too, lots of sunshine on our 19 News downtown Marquette Skycam. And across the Upper Peninsula, everyone gets the sunshine and temperatures in the mid-70s, even seeing some mid-80s in there, too. And rain-free, just like Kevin said, maybe a light drizzle or two out to the eastern half of the Upper Peninsula. But we'll stay dry for the overnighting to get your day started tomorrow too, and really for most of the week. So I'll have more details on what we can expect for that air quality and heat coming up in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. The White House's proposed budget for fiscal year 2026 is drawing criticism from cancer research advocates. That's because it slashes nearly 40% of funding from the National Cancer Institute, just as cancer deaths are expected to climb. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brennan Scanlon is live with more details and reaction from both parties in Congress. Brennan, good evening.
Hey there, Kevin. Good evening to you. Well, those proposed cuts, as well as the recently passed One Big Beautiful Bill Act and all the big changes for Medicaid within that new law, are causing some concerns among cancer research advocates I spoke with, who say that research for rare cancers and folks in underserved communities could see the biggest hit. In a year when more than 600,000 Americans are expected to die from cancer, the White House's proposed fiscal year 2026 budget calls for a $2.7 billion cut to the National Cancer Institute, down more than 37% from current levels.
Cutting the resources for NCI will drastically reduce our chances of coming up with cures for cancer.
Missy Miller with the Mesothelioma Center says the proposed cuts and less funding for Medicaid could lead to fewer treatment options, delayed drug development, and a rise in preventable deaths.
The programs for prevention can really help them find out about it ahead of time. So really these cuts that they're proposing to the NCI's budget could lead to fewer treatment options, delayed drug development, and also increased cancer mortality for these rare cancers specifically. Mainly in the underserved populations is where you're going to see the biggest hit. Rural hospitals are going to be affected immensely, and that's mainly because a lot of rural hospitals have Medicare and Medicaid patients.
Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are reacting.
It's completely the opposite wrong direction, and it doesn't show leadership in the things that Americans are really good at, which is innovation.
For Senator Alyssa Slotkin, it's personal.
You know, my mom died of ovarian cancer. We caught it way too late. Ovarian cancer is very hard to catch early.
Slotkin says it should be America coming up with groundbreaking research and treatments, and not U.S. adversaries.
While we're cutting 40% of our cancer research, China is like doubling down, quadrupling down on the amount of research they're doing. Do we want the new wonder drug developed in China and tested in China? That doesn't make me feel good.
But Republicans say any proposed cuts are all theoretical. It's Congress that controls the purse strings.
I've not met someone yet here in the House of Representatives that isn't for full-throated funding for cancer research. Cancer affects every socioeconomic corner, every state in the union, every community in the country. And it's something that we have to be vigilant to fight against.
Kevin, Republicans here in Congress also tell me that they're looking for more transparency in that grant funding process. They want to ensure that the majority of grant funding for cancer research is actually going to cancer research and not subsidizing sort of overhead costs or administrative costs. So that's one thing that Republicans tell me they're going to be looking at closely as we inch this appropriations process closer to the finish line. Obviously, a long ways to go. Little stalled from that reconciliation process we saw here just a few weeks back. For now, reporting live on Capitol Hill for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Kevin, back to you.
Brendan, thank you very much as always. Michigan's Attorney General is challenging what she calls a dangerous effort to undermine SNAP benefits with a lawsuit, challenging a request for personal data from SNAP applicants. Our Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has the details.
Nearly 1.4 million Michiganders receive SNAP or food stamp benefits each month. Attorney General Dana Nessel says that safety net is now at risk as a dispute with the Trump administration over data sharing threatens to halt funding.
There's almost nothing more important than a person's ability to eat.
The Trump administration is calling on states to release 5 years worth of information gathered from SNAP recipients.
For a lot of people who are eligible for these programs, it's frightening them because they don't know what's going to happen to their information.
The data could include medical, income, and employment information, as well as personal and work addresses and family data.
We don't want a situation where for any reason, the, approximately 1.4 million people in the state of Michigan who receive SNAP funding are cut off. But we also don't want to see them have their privacy rights violated.
The administration is threatening to cut funding for states that don't comply, prompting Nessel and several other Democratic attorneys general to file a lawsuit challenging the administration's right to that information.
It's not because these children are not 100% eligible for SNAP benefits. They are. It's just that their parents are too afraid to get food for them now. And that is so cruel on every level I can possibly imagine.
Attorney General Nessel says her office will continue pushing for emergency relief in court to prevent SNAP interruptions and to hold federal officials accountable for any violations of state or federal law. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
As next month's special election draws near, Champion Township has 3 key bond renewals on the ballot this year. These include current standings in its general fund operating millage, financing emergency medical services, and the road repair and maintenance millage. The township says it's important to understand that although there are no changes to this year's proposals, renewing these items is crucial to the area.
We're not asking for any increases in anything, so it's just maintaining the status quo. The importance is that the money is needed for just the continued operation of the things that we have going in the township.
The township wants to remind residents that Tuesday's polling stations will be held at its new town hall on US 41. We'll have more information about the Marquette County special elections on our website, WZMQ19.com. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, there's an air show in Marquette County this weekend. We'll have the details when we come back.
Hello, I'm Marina from Sheriff Country. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my show. It's going to be a lot about relationships. One of them is with my daughter.
Mom, back off.
Real spicy. We're going to be talking about, of course, because I'm in it. We're going to get a little bit of this, maybe. Dealing with this situation here. I don't really know what this is, but I just really like it. This is really who I'm at. Boom.
Sheriff Country, Friday, October 17th, part of CBS Premiere Week and streaming on Paramount+.
Looking for a car that won't fall apart on the way home? Bam! Come to John's Auto where cars are clean, run great, and don't smell like french fries. Does your car need a tune-up? Bam! Service department. Do you want your car to sparkle? Bam! Detailing department. Need a quieter sister? Bam! Wait. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and the best detailing, come to John's Auto Marquette.
Some places talk about being local, but we actually are local. Our family started Superior Collision 18 years ago, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. No big company name, no outside investors. We are all Marquette, and we're going to stay that way. We are part of this community, and we are proud of the work we do. You can choose to go to a corporate body shop, or you can stay local and go to Superior Collision, Marquette's local hometown body shop.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
The Shunk's Big Summer Recliner Sale. You know, we have the largest selection of recliners in Michigan and Wisconsin. There's literally hundreds of recliners to choose from, and at the lowest price, and they start at just $279. There's big recliners for the big men, up to 500 pounds, and there's little recliners for the ladies and everything in between. There's power and power lift recliners in all different sizes, and leather recliners, big and small, and everything in between. Shop Shunk Furniture of Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back on this nice and sunny Tuesday. The sunshine will continue, but we will deal with some air quality issues and mostly cloudy skies right now for Escanaba, 84 degrees, feels like of 86. Winds from the north at about 9 to 10 miles per hour, dew point of 65. These are nice numbers. It's definitely some summertime and above average conditions for the Upper Peninsula, and as much of the country is under this sort of heat dome too, in places that is more expected to have this sort of heat, but in places like the East Coast and just places that don't typically get to 80, 90 degrees. A lot of people are experiencing that right now, still seeing plenty of heat warnings and advisories in effect, but you can see Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the Upper Peninsula really have the worst of this air quality issue because of the Canadian wildfires. So let's take a look at the radar, what's going on. Yesterday we saw some unsettled weather into South Dakota, and we're seeing a repeating pattern of that too, severe thunderstorm watch, and this might bring into the area more moisture at the very least, but I don't think we're going to see any severe storms over the next 24 hours. So we really are looking good on our Doppler Max, just tracking the clouds out there. But of course, air quality is the biggest issue. So not so much the heat, but there is an air quality warning in effect for the entire Upper Peninsula until Thursday at noon. So typically these air quality warnings are for at most 24 hours. So the fact that this is from now until Thursday at noon tells us that this is going to be an ongoing issue over the next few days. These are the active wildfires into Canada, and like I said, as soon as we get that wind really pulling from the northwest too, it essentially just pulls that poor air quality right into the area, and that's exactly what's happening right now. There has been a little spike in that air quality. Yesterday we were at about 60, now we're sitting at 130, so that is at risk, especially for those sensitive groups, those with the heart, the lung issues at 130, and for tomorrow we'll still be into the 80s, so we can expect more issues with the air quality. Like I said, that warning is until noon, so close the window tonight, have the air conditioning recirculate in your car instead of pulling from outside. We want you to still be able to enjoy the nice weather. We just need to tell you what we're looking at, and those that need to watch out for it definitely do. This is the future smoke outlook, the oranges, the yellows, that's for your Wednesday morning, and this is now all the way Thursday at noon. When that warning ends, we'll still have some lingering haze, but really tomorrow morning we will start off with that haze, and it'll kind of burn off, leaving us some sunshine, but you'll definitely see it, and you'll maybe even feel it too outside for tomorrow. But rain-wise, we're looking good. We're looking nice and dry. I'll continue on Futurecast really until Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, and much of the same just really dealing with, and we'll be tracking the on and off cloud cover. So over your next 7 days, a little below average, we'll scoop by into the lower 70s, and we'll slowly reach back to those upper 80s by the time we enter August 1st.
Kelly, thank you very much. The Michigan Flight Museum is bringing an air show, Wings Over Marquette, to Marquette-Sawyer Regional Airport for the first time this weekend. The show is on August 2nd and 3rd, starting at 1 p.m. and will feature historical aircraft along with aerobatic flying. The grounds will open at 10 a.m. and several historical aircrafts will even be available for rides before the show. Airshow Director Ashley Myers says it's a chance to showcase the variety of flying styles and planes.
Are a museum and have World War II aircraft ourselves. We are into showing people the different type of aircrafts, but we also like to show off aerobatic flying because everybody is so different in the airshow world with what they do, and nobody flies the same plane the same. So it is just cool to show the public all the different types of flying.
General admission tickets are between $20 and $50. We'll have a link to ticketing on our website. Coming up next on Insights, Marquette Algerisa details a unique opportunity for those interested in the CTE field. We're back in 2 minutes.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Grab this.
inside the program that could solve America's predicted shortage of primary care doctors.
How do you squeeze 4 years of medical school into 3?
Tonight on the CBS Evening News.
When you fall and can't get help, you will lie on the floor for hours or days in constant, terrible anguish, which often results in a tragic outcome. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
With any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, whether at home,
I've fallen and I can't get up.
in the bathroom,
I've fallen in the shower.
or on the go.
Help! I'm in the park and I can't get up.
And batteries never need charging. Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-998-6449. That's 1-800-998-6449. Call now, 1-800-998-6449.
Don't miss the fun of the 2025 UP Ice Fishing and Hunting Expo. This year, there's even more to see and do. Ice fishing lures and performance gear, rods and reels, camping equipment and tree stands all under one roof, plus food vendors on site. Bring the whole family. Admission's free with a non-perishable item for the food pantry or a donation to the Delta County Animal Shelter. September 19th to the 21st at the UP State Fairgrounds in Escanaba. The UP Ice Fishing and Hunting Expo is presented by the Daily Press and WZMQ 19 News.
She's inquisitive.
What led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. Tonight on Insights, Marquette Algerisa joins us in the studio to discuss a new CTE opportunity. Here with the details is CTE Director Eric Ziegler. Eric, thanks so much for being here. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Yeah, you too. You too.
All right, so tell us about this Future Educators program.
Yeah, we're excited to open up an opportunity for students interested in education, all things education, and get them a head start and a hands-on, real-world learning about education, about being a professional in a field that there's a lot of need. And we need good people in our classrooms, we need good people supporting our schools, and we can get high schoolers in our area learning about it. We've got good things.
Excellent. And for educating these future educators, what's a day-to-day activity going to look like?
Yeah, so we've got kind of a combination of college credits to where the students are going to be taking college courses and getting a head start on that. We've got practicums to where they're going to be working in their local school districts in a wide variety of different experiences and getting that hands-on real-world knowledge. And then a combination of kind of a seminar-style program to where we're going to be bringing students in from different schools. We're going to be offering it to all of the schools in Marquette and Alger County in kind of in a hybrid format to where they're going to be on campus at their local school, but also gaining that benefit of getting to meet students from other schools.
Sure, and you mentioned the college credits part of it, and that's obviously huge, getting those out of the way as soon as you can. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, we've got a great partnership with Bay Mills Community College in Brimley, really looking at opportunities for students with early childhood interests, as well as kind of that broad look of at education and the foundations of it. We're also exploring and excited to explore opportunities with our local partners, with Northern Michigan University, as well as Bay College, and take a look at again, a field that is in need, and getting high school students in our area to learn about it and hopefully stay in our area and give back to our students. So.
Excellent. And for Marisa, can you tell us just how much of a role or what exactly the role was in putting this all together?
Yeah, we've got, we are going to be offering the program to all of the schools in Marquette Alger County. So Marquette Algerisa is going to kind of take kind of the workload to provide that. We've got a great teacher that we're really excited to have, Tricia Smith. Has been a lifelong educator that is just passionate about the field and passionate about giving back to students in our community. So we're excited to have her and really run with it and have a program, again, open to all the students and in a format that I think will work really well.
Excellent. And for parents or students who might be interested, where can they find more information?
I would say reach out to their local counselors. Their counselors are aware of this. We sent out information last year and are excited to connect with them. They can also reach out to us. We've got our website, maresa.org, and reach out and ask for me, and we can get them connected.
Sounds like a plan. Eric,
Yeah.
good to see you. Thanks
Yeah,
so much for
always.
coming in again.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
For sure.
see you.
Mike Ludlam has your sports headlines when we come back. Negauni's Little League baseball team, now known as Team Michigan, is chasing an even bigger dream after a big win at the state tournament. And he's going to give us a look at the Queen City Marathon from this past Saturday. Over 300 runners showed up to compete this year. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes.
I run to the chaos, and Survivor is chaos.
As a mother of a 4-year-old, this is vacation.
They're going back home.
Surprise! I'm on Survivor!
Survivor feels like a culmination of my entire life. Everything has led to this moment.
Who will have what it takes?
The new season of Survivor, CBS Wednesday, September 24th, and streaming on Paramount+.
Shop our huge selection of Amish-crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
You have questions. Are your elected representatives in Washington working for you, or do they stand on the issues and what's in it for you?
Get the answers you need on WZMQ 19 News. I'm Rachel Knapp.
And I'm Brendan Scanlon. Our job is reporting on Michigan's officials in Washington, covering and uncovering what they're doing, and then reporting directly to you. WZMQ 19's Washington Bureau works for you.
And we deliver.
Quality information straight from Capitol Hill. Only on WZMQ 19 News.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The Negauni 11 and 12-year-old Major League Baseball team isn't satisfied with winning the state tournament. Manager Joe Dost and his staff and players want more. The group will be heading to Whitestown, Indiana this weekend, or suburban Indianapolis if you prefer, to begin Great Lakes regional action. Negauni won the state tournament in Saginaw last week by defeating Plymouth Canton 10-5 in the title game, and before that, a 1-0 semifinal victory over Southern Grand Rapids. Manager Joe Dost says all 12 players on his team can pitch if necessary, and he's already seen some of his opponent's video.
Put a film on Game Changer. I looked a little bit at the Kentucky team, looked a little bit at the Ohio team, looked a little bit at the Illinois team. I think they're a great baseball team, all of them. And there's a reason they're state champions. But I think that we're a state champion for a reason as well. So I like our odds. I like it because I think we're a mentally tough baseball team.
Being aggressive early in the at-bat, picking each other up when we strike out or things don't go our way, and playing good defense, just playing Negauni baseball.
And if it's close to the zone, I want to attack it. So I can't take my normal swing or the same swing that I would take 2-0 or I'd take 3-1, right? Where I'm looking for one pitch and one.
Negauni, also known as Team Michigan, will play its first game Sunday at 4 o'clock against the winner of Saturday's contest between Kentucky and Ohio. For the first time, an American Legion State Baseball Tournament Championship trophy has arrived in Dickinson County. The Kingsford Greens captured the Class A state championship on Sunday, defeating Stevensville Lakeshore on its own field 8-4. The Greens had lost to that team earlier in the tournament, but the players from Kingsford and Norway picked up a 5-2 win on Saturday to force Sunday's contest. In the fourth inning Sunday, Kingsford took the lead on an RBI single by Jack Kriegel. Then Pablo Finley made it 3-1 with an RBI double to left field. Stevenson tied the game on a pair of sacrifice flies. Kingsford broke the game open in the seventh inning thanks to a few errors. Landon Amundsen's RBI single accounted for the final run. Pitcher Cam Varda held Stevensville in check the final 2 innings. Congratulations to Greens manager Bobby Anderson and his players on this accomplishment. An Upper Peninsula player has joined a Central Collegiate Hockey Association team. Calumet native Tanner Rowe used the transfer portal to leave the University of Michigan after 2 seasons and join the Ferris State Bulldogs. Rowe appeared in 45 games as a Wolverine, scoring 1 goal. That came during his freshman season against Stonehill. Prior to that, Rowe played 2 seasons for the Omaha Lancers in the United States Hockey League. He was an alternate captain in 2022 and 23 with 6 goals and 9 assists. And he had 4 goals and 7 helpers during his first year with the Lancers in 2021-22. Rowe is a 6'1" forward. He weighs 190 pounds. About 315 runners met in Marquette for the Queen City Marathon on Saturday. We caught up with some of them by the Ordock several minutes into the 13.1-mile run. 3 men stuck together for a while. On the left, 170 was Aiden Bastillo of Brighton, Michigan. 302, Zebedee Swager of Houghton, and number 1 was Alex Dennis of Marquette. Paulina Foti of Port Washington, Wisconsin had a comfortable lead for the women. Bastillo pulled away from his 2 competitors and crossed the line in 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 32.8 seconds. Swager was the runner-up about 47 seconds later, and Alex Dennis third, 53 seconds after Swager. 4 more Marquette residents were next: Carson and Colin Vanderskoff, then Carl Frudenstein and Chase Thompson. Paulina Folk maintained her advantage and finished first for the women in 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 7.1 seconds. She was the only runner outside of Michigan in the top 10 overall. Folk was more than 4.5 minutes faster than Marquette third-grade teacher Anna Kelly. NMU runners Lola Corpy of Ishpeming and Talon Prusi of Negaunee were 3rd and 4th, respectively. Meanwhile, 370 runners chose the 5-kilometer run. The race started in front of the Ordock Brewery on West Spring Street. If I counted correctly, 19 states were represented in this race. 6 states contributed finishers in the top 10. The race concluded near the Big Ordock, and Jonathan Facio of West Des Moines, Iowa, crossed first in 16 minutes. Just under 16 minutes, 15:59.6 to be exact. Chicago's Joseph Waite was the runner-up about 52 seconds after Facio. Pembine, Wisconsin's Jolie Berger was the women's winner and 4th overall, 18 minutes, 4.9 seconds. Marquette Sydney Houston was 2nd and 8th overall, about 42 seconds later. And we will be right back.
It's the highlight of the summer. The Marquette County Fair. Livestock, classic cars and tractors, live music and performances, art, games, and of course, the food. With new additions this year, the fair has something fun for everyone. The 2025 Marquette County Fair, August 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Marquette County Fairgrounds. It's fun for all ages.
Do you suffer in pain? Are you stiff, tense, or less active? Introducing the Easy Well Remedy Massage System, a triple fusion of therapeutic experiences. Full body vibrational therapy increases blood circulation and reduces inflammation. Infrared heat penetrates deep to reduce pain, soothe, and relax. The Ultra Shiatsu pillow with 6 heated nodes mimics a professional massage. Plus, it's detachable for deep relief anywhere you need it. Experience the true remedy for your pain and stiffness. Call now.
Oh, hi. I suppose you're wondering what an A-list celebrity like me is doing in a place like this. You must know, I'm saving the world. Oh, hi, Beth. Yep, saving the world again. Did you know that 40% of all the food produced in the United States is thrown away? That means everything that went into that food, the pesticides, the water, the land, was all for nothing. Just look at this perfectly good food thrown in the trash. The pizza with extra Cheerios, these goldfish and Band-Aid tacos. And just look at this perfect trash burger. This pasta dog looks delicious.
You don't have to dumpster dive like Ed Begley Jr. to save the planet. Fight food waste by shopping smart and using what you buy before it gets trashed.
That's way better. Ooh, arugula.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
And a final look at your forecast. I'm sure you're enjoying the sunshine, and you'll have plenty more of that throughout the rest of the evening and for tomorrow too. So sunshine on our downtown Marquette sky cam, but just keep in mind we do have that air quality warning in effect for the entire Upper Peninsula until Thursday at noon. So even though we do have these nice and warm temperatures, by all means get outside and enjoy. Just keep in mind that we have that air quality issue until Thursday, and we'll slowly get back to those 80s once we get to the weekend.
Thanks, Kelly. More headlines coming your way tonight at 11. We'll see you then.